What is or was rediffusion from a radio point of view? Well, first of all, let's give you the Collins English Dictionary definition. Rediffusion is a system by which radio or television programs are relayed to subscribers from a receiver via cables. As a company, rediffusion kicked off in 1928. It all started in 1927. Let's go back to the beginning, when the founder, Joshua Powell, thought of the idea. He was in his kitchen or somewhere listening to a radio. Now, listening to a radio was a big deal. There weren't that many radios around. They looked something like that. And he thought, hold on a minute, I don't just want to listen to the radio in this room. I want to listen to it upstairs. I want to listen to it in the kitchen or somewhere else. I can't afford another radio. These things cost a fortune. So he thought, what if I run a wire from the speaker inside this radio? I'll run this wire to the bedroom, to the other room. I can have speakers all over the place. And then he thought, hold on a minute. What if I run it next door? What if I run it all over the town? What if I run it all over the country? And that's basically what happened. Cables were laid in the air, under the ground, junction boxes were put in, and people had their boxes in their houses. So Rediffusion as a company existed from 1928 to 1988. They had their fingers in lots of pies. But my friend worked for Rediffusion. His name's Dennis, and he's let us have some pictures. Just have a look at this. That's Dennis's workbench, where we'd repair radio sets. They later went into television. They relayed television via the wire. And even later than that, they actually made televisions and analog radios. They even had a television franchise and made their own TV programs. They did everything. But they didn't. I often wonder why they didn't have their own radio station piped through these cables. But they didn't. The radio stations that were piped through the cables were the standard BBC Home Service and Light programme. That's all they piped through. Back to Dennis. Here's some of his cars that he had when he went round repairing sets, making sure everything was okay. The operations rooms, well, you know, they were quite something. Of course, this was interference free. You didn't get any of that crackling and popping, and you didn't have to tune anything in or put an aerial outside the window. I mean, this was brilliant for a lot of, shall we say, non-technical radio people to just have a speaker in the corner of the room. My parents had one, I remember it well. There's Rediffusion headquarters. So thanks, Dennis, for giving us that insight into your work with Rediffusion. We want to go way, way back in radio, a non-technical form of radio. People in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s probably had a Rediffusion box in the corner of the room, but you couldn't get any pirate radio on that. Thanks for watching.
This has been a Long in the Tooth television production. Subscribe to Peter's channel for more short bites of information for the radio generation.